If you get tired, learn to rest, not to quit. Welcome back to another day in my life, episode 26, and in this month episode, this is life without the kids. The kids are with grandma and grandpa. They'll be there for 2 months while I kind of get my house in order and round up or finish things I want to get done that I've been pushing off because I was so busy being a mom. Work up to this point really did make me feel really burnt out, so I took a trip just to kind of calm my nerve and I guess reassess or take a step back in order to move forward in a more stable mentality. So this was when I stopped posting YouTube video. I stopped going on social media completely. I just kind of canceled everything and everyone out. I just wanted some time for myself because when you live for others for such a long time, you just kind of want a little silence, I guess, and that's what I did. I was no longer just being everyone's superwoman, you know? I wasn't responding to everyone's speaking and call. I kind of just shut it off, you know? I rested when I was tired. I took a step back when I felt overwhelmed. I cleaned whenever I felt my house or my mind was cluttered. And every day I did a little bit more. And every day I woke up to a cleaner home, a clearer mental space. And it was just nice not to feel rushed, not to be on such a tight, wound schedule. And the number one question that I always get from all of my viewers or all of my Instagram followers is, how do you do it? You know, how do you just do everything? It's impossible for you to do everything. And you're right, it is. But I just do it. And I feel like a lot of my videos, it doesn't fully reflect how crazy my life or my work schedule is. You just kind of see a clip of what I want to show you, and sometimes it gets so busy that I just kind of put the camera down, just get to work, because there's not enough time for me to just fill you in. And the only reason that why you get a view of my work clip at all is because I had to film this to give to a client. I'm honestly much busier in the spring and summer than I am in the fall and winter. So in the spring I tend to be more quiet, mainly because there's so much work to be done. And if you take this as a brag, it really isn't. I would rent over 200 apartments from just not my own, but from other landlords every just spring to fall. And honestly, as a rental agent, that's amazing. You know, it's great if you're not a mother of 2 children and are pregnant. As my client list grow, my time continued to dwindle, so now I'm not eating breakfast, I'm not eating lunch, I barely eat dinner because there's no time. I literally maximize it as much as I can just so I can fit another client in. And when so many people just depend on you to just make it work, or I feel like they think I have magical power or something, I just can always get it done, they don't realize what I sacrifice in order to get that thing done. So for me, May and June has been such a relaxing time for me to just do something for myself, and that is gardening, you know? I enjoy looking at pretty flower, it makes me happy, and it doesn't have to make sense to anybody. So every day I would grow something new, I would rearrange things around, I would just take in the sight, the scenery, the smell, or just watch the rain. So a lot of people don't understand why I change or why I value my time so much or why I don't small talk anymore. I didn't change because I became successful, so I'm stuck up. No, I changed because what I value more than anything is any second I can spare, I can spend with my kids. And now that my kids are well taken care of, I can finally afford to have time for me. Rest is also a part of the process. So take a break and give your soul what it needs, whatever it may be. I decide to put myself at the top of my to-do list, and honestly, I feel like everything just falls into place. Don't hustle yourself into an early grave. Honestly, every day the world will drag you by the hand yelling, this is important, and this is important, and this is important, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and each day, it's up to you to yank your hand back, put it on your heart and say, no, this is what's important. Respect your body when it's asking for a break. Respect your mind when it's seeking rest. Honor yourself when you need a moment for yourself. I need you to repeat my May and June month mantra if you are burnout. When I am resting because my body is weak, I need you to remember that I'm not wasting the day doing nothing. I'm doing exactly what I need to do. I am recovering. And though you're not supposed to talk about your good deeds because it takes away the merit, one of the things that I've found a lot of peace in is being able to give back. I'm not going to delve into what I've done, but because I donate and give my time, as well as help the less fortunate a lot, I've actually started to find a new source of happiness, a new reason for my strength. And honestly, their thanks or their knowledge of me existing doesn't even matter. I just want to know that I release a lot of positivity into the universe, and I want to make sure that if I can help them up, that one day when they grow up, they can help others as well. I'm even wearing flour. Look, so much flour. My mom said if you want pretty babies, you're supposed to surround yourself with beautiful things and always look at beautiful things and always think about happy thoughts. So I decided to cover my house in flour at all times. New one every week. So this was super last minute, but today I'm arranging flower for Mother's Day. There's a few people that my sister-in-law want me to arrange for, and hopefully we can make their days better. But yeah, hopefully it'll turn out beautiful. Hopefully it'll make them feel special, and you probably want to know how well I did it. So boom, this is how it looks when it's done. And as you know, the reason why I say that is because literally bouquets that are purchased at the stores, 10 times the price that we spent on this, looks ridiculous for the price that we're paying at. So I'm like, I'm not paying $200-$300 for that bouquet when I can do it better. This did not cost me $200-$300, but it looks like it could be if it was sold in store, right? Right? To make it clear, this is what I got for Mother's Day. I didn't ask for a present. I didn't want flour. I wanted to donate what we were going to spend on my present for Mother's Day to another organization overseas, but my husband still got me this anyway. And honestly, with the kids not being around, I realized that we do go out to eat a lot. And one of our dinner places that we always go to, because I always love what they have on the menu and I can eat it every day, is Luvableviet. I find that French food is the most tastiest to my palate. You can think otherwise, but yeah, I love French food the most. I also don't mind Italian fusion. Those are, I feel like, my taste bud as well as the baby's taste bud. So this restaurant in the month of May, we were literally there every other day. I'm not sure if it's because I love the spices or the way the chef here work, or the way they prepare food and it's always amazing every single time, or if it's my craving. But whichever it is, this baby loves Luvableviet. The restaurant itself is a pretty fancy place. However, I would literally get off work and he would wear his dirty work clothes and would come in and they would service us the same. It makes me feel nice because when you eat there so often, all of your servers and your bartender feels like family. So from this point of the video on is my June. So for June, I actually had a lot more showing, in-person showing. A lot of clients didn't want to see video anymore, so I don't have very many videos. I do record it for my reference, especially when moving in, just so I can describe the place to client that can't make it. But I actually do like 10 showing different clients a day, so June was particularly exhausting because I do remember always being in the car and being to so many properties and meeting client back to back to back to back. And I remember things not going too well because the clients would make me wait for a long amount of time, and it pushed on to my next client. So every day, at the end of the day, I would feel really tired, and my husband would be like, hey, let's try a new restaurant for a change of atmosphere. And you would wonder, like, how can you just go out and eat all the time? Like, what do you even do there? Well, we usually eat good food, and good food put you in a good mood, and when you're in a good mood, then you talk about work. One of the things that is negative about having a husband and wife in the same industry or working the same job or part of the same company is you do start to lose a lot of romance because you're always talking about work. Work is already 90% of your day, and the 10% that you get to spend time with each other, it's about work. Don't believe me? Let me turn the audio on and then you'll hear what we're talking about.
Rồi cái phần của trên mì á, xong hôm nay rồi.
Is second floor done yet?
Wall ready for moving. I told Bono get everything out of there now. 1, 2, and 3 wall ready. I mean number 2's moving in already.
Number 2's about to move in.
The store comes in on
Tomorrow.
Friday. Tomorrow? If you can
It's
tell
not a
her.
problem, it's just...
See what I mean? And when you talk about work or like the placement of client or how to appease this person or that person, you do butt head a lot. So it's a lot of learning curve to know when to shut work off. So for the month of June, we worked a lot in our relationship and our ability to communicate one another, because you can never get amazing at communication because sometimes you snap from, I don't know, the hormones for me or for him, like you just get so overwhelmed with work, or you just had a crappy day and work spill over to your daily life with your spouse. So that's something that we're working on. So to say that we're perfect, we're not. No couple is perfect. But there are a lot of couples who are always going to keep fighting, not with just each other, but for the relationship, for one another. And then for Father's Day, I got this. I know, it's Father's Day. Why did I get a present? Well, for making him a father, he decided he was so happy he got me a present too. I think my favorite memories of June is the fact that I got to try so many different restaurants. And it's nice to always fall back to all the high-end restaurants that you always go to, that they always please you. But it's always very nice to be pleasantly surprised to give another restaurant a try and it works out really well. And if you haven't been able to tell, my love language is definitely act of service, presents, I'm a material girl, what can I say? As well as food. Those are my love language. And obviously I fulfill all of his love language because, hey, I'm still here, aren't I? And one of the last tip I want to tell you about self-care and why you should take good care of yourself is, if you don't show your partner how you want to be loved, they will never love you the way you deserve to be. So teach them by loving yourself correctly. And with that, I want to end this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new, and drop a comment down below if this video is helpful. Bye!